Good evening, everybody, and welcome back once again to Upper St. Clair High School, home of the Panthers. It's another girls' basketball night. This time, the Panthers of Upper St. Clair welcome to our home gym the Blackhawks of neighboring Bethel Park High School. Both teams come into this game with doggone near equal blemish-free records. The Bethel Park Hawks come in at 7-0, and the Upper St. Clair Panthers at 6-0. Two undefeated teams here, and this is the first section game of the season for the Bethel Park Hawks. It's the second section game already for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, having beaten Baldwin High School last week. The starting lineups is a senior-laden team, basically, for the Bethel Park Hawks. Three seniors, one junior, one freshman. Number 4 is Katie Kendall, senior. Number 10, Samantha Lodeman, also a senior. The freshman, the 6-foot center. Number 21 is Danielle McNabb. Number 22, the seniors, Kathleen Poplowski. And 34, Bridget Bielik, is a junior. She'll be jumping center. I'll set the Panther lineup in just a minute. The 6'2" Emily Muller, the sophomore center, controls for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Megan McLean out on the left side against the tough man-to-man defense of the Bethel Park Hawks. Megan McLean up with the left hand there from about 4 feet, and the Panthers draw first blood and an early 2-0 lead. The Panthers start with the same lineup they've had in every home telecast so far this season. They play the 3-guard offense with number 40, junior Megan McLean, number 3, senior Alex Jaffe, and number 12, Christy Gaber right there, who commits the first personal foul of the game. The sophomore center is number 21, Emily Muller, and the junior forward, number 2, Alex Gensler. It's the same starting lineup they've had all season long. Christy Gaber with her first personal foul, first team foul. Kathy Poplowski way out high to the left side. That is Danielle McNabb, number 21. Number 4, that's Katie Kendall with a long jumper. Nothing going on there. Rebound by the Hawks, and a quick putback by Samantha Lodeman, the senior. Ties it up early here in the contest at 2-2, barely a minute gone. Alex Jaffe out high. There's Alex Gensler looking for help. That spread man-to-man defense. I think you'll see that from both teams tonight. The Panthers have played that all season long. Christy Gaber from way outside clips the backboard, but no rim that time, and that rebound comes down in the hands of Samantha Lodeman. Looking down low, finds Katie Kendall, up and in. Katie Kendall with a nice catch and layup, and the Bethel Park Hawks have a 4-2 lead. 1:15 gone, first quarter. Pass down low to Alex Jaffe. Quick turn up with a jumper and swishes that one through. The senior Alex Jaffe with her first shot and first bucket of the night, and it's a 4-4 tie. 6:30 to go, first quarter. Samantha Lodeman down low against the double team, and it's out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Christy Gaber. Ball stays with the Hawks. Samantha Lodeman on the inbound. Looks down low to Bridget Bielik. Off the rim, no good. A rebound down and stays in the hands of Bridget Bielik. Katie Kendall with a long-range jumper comes up short, but that rebound comes right down at the feet of the freshman 6-footer Danielle McNabb. She has a presence of mind to put that one right back up with no defense, and it's a 6-4 Bethel lead. Trouble on the rebound there. Alex Gensler had that one short. Alex Jaffe ripped it out of her hands, but it stays with the Panthers. Megan McLean, though, deciding what to do with that ball, drags that back foot. Travel is called. The turnover sends the ball right back to the Hawks. Kathy Poplowski on the inbound over to Samantha Lodeman. Edges the ball across the timeline. Megan McLean on the man-to-man defense for the Panthers. Bridget Bielik in the lane, over the back. It's a foul called. That'll be on Alex Gensler, the junior forward. I imagine it's a popular play. Bethel Park starts this game with 2 6-foot players, 34 Bridget Bielik and 21 Daniel McNabb, 2 6-footers. Samantha Lodeman heading toward the bucket into triple coverage, basically. Alex Gensler comes out with the ball, and the attempt by Samantha Lodeman to wrench that ball out of Alex Gensler's hands, no good. Called for a personal foul. That's Samantha's first, the first team foul for the Blackhawks. And we got sort of three-quarter court man-to-man pressure. Christy Gaber gets it across the timeline. Alex Jaffe left side. Doubles up high, looking for help, looking for help. Yep, that's the same thing that happened down low just now. Danielle McNabb will be called for that personal foul over the back of Emily Muller. That's Danielle McNabb's first personal. Second team foul. Each team has 2 personal fouls. And no trouble for anybody yet. 5:23 left, first quarter, and it's a 6-4 Bethel Park lead right now. Alex Jaffe there with the ball. 10-foot baseline jumper, finds nothing but air, and the rebound comes down in the hands of Danielle McNabb. Katie Kendall edges it up the sideline, across the timeline, down low. The three-point attempt rattles off the rim, no good. Bridget Bielik with the ball, dribbles toward the lane. No shot that time. Samantha Lodeman, though, heads up for about an 8-footer right off the rim into some pretty good defense, and it's an 8-4 Blackhawk lead. Just under 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Megan McLean on the dribble. Finds Christy Gaber. Man-to-man pressure still by the Bethel Park Hawks. Megan McLean finds Alex Gensler low. A lot of defensive trouble, a lot of hands in it. Emily Muller comes up with it, and they're right there. Emily Muller in the right place at the right time, and Emily Muller with her first 2 of the game. 8-6 Bethel Park lead. Bridget Bielik way out high with the ball. Three-point attempt by Katie Kendall. Rattles off the back of the rim and through. Nice three-pointer and a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Alex Jaffe had a return on the ball. Was looking for help. Should have been a cutter on the other side. There wasn't one. Dribbles off her hands and out of bounds. Turnover goes to the Hawks. Samantha Lodeman picking up the play from the bench. Edges it across the timeline. Megan McLean on the defense. Sort of a circle play going on there. Katie Kendall took one little step too many once she got that ball. Didn't have quite control of it. The traveling violation sends the ball over to the Panthers. Megan McLean bringing it inbounds. Christy Gaber picks it up, and she'll take that ball across the timeline. Megan McLean way out front. Scrappy ball knocked away from Megan McLean, picked up by Kathy Poplawski. Did not travel on their time on the floor. Bridget Bielik with a head fake and goes up with a bank off the glass and in. Bridget Bielik with her first 2 of the night. And their coach, Ernie Coots, for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, takes a quick timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. I'm sure what he's going to do is cool down the troops here. The Bethel Park Hawks have put together a nice little run here. It's a 13-6 Hawk lead right now with Katie Kendall leading the way, the senior, for the Bethel Park Hawks. 5 points on 2 field goals, a 3 and a 2. Samantha Lodeman in there with 2 field goals, 4 points. Danielle McNabb with 2, and Bridget Bielik also 2 points. For the Upper St. Clair Panthers, Alex Jaffe with a bucket for 2. Emily Muller, the senior center, for 2, and Megan McLean 2. The scoring is spread out. Nobody's in foul trouble, and let's see what play Ernie Coots has got up his sleeve. With 3:28 to go, first quarter, and a 13-6 Bethel Park lead. Christy Gaber across the timeline into the Bethel Park defense. Alex Genser found out high. Emily Muller down low, right back to Alex Genser, but that an ill-advised pass. I'm sure she had Alex Jaffe in mind. Instead threw it right in the hands of Samantha Lodeman. From the free throw line, Samantha with a nice 15-foot jumper. Her 3rd bucket of the first quarter. It's a six points for Samantha, and it's a 9-point Upper St. Clair lead, the Bethel Park lead rather, at 15-6. Megan McLean on the inbound. Alex Jaffe picks it up down low in the corner. The dribbles back out free. Christy Gaber. Panthers looking for a way to get around this Blackhawk defense. Not having much luck with it right now, but there's Megan McLean on a drive to the bucket. The left-handed layup goes up and comes down in the hands of Bridget Bielik, and the Bethel Park Hawks take off quickly across the timeline. Samantha Lodeman with the ball. Bridget Bielik from 15 feet drains that one through. Bridget Bielik's second bucket, 4 points for her. 11-point Bethel Park lead at 17-6 here with 2:20 left first quarter. Alex Genser down low, spins around, catches Emily Muller down the lane, no good. Might have been tipped from behind by Samantha Lodeman. But that one came off. Bethel Park with the rebound. Katie Kendall way high against the Alex Jaffe defense. The 2:21s, no foul called. 3-point attempt clangs off the rim into the hands of Danielle McNabb. Comes back to Katie Kendall from the right side. Skip pass. Kathy Poplawski right back out to Bridget Bielig, way out beyond the three-point arc. Samantha Lodeman. Now Bethel Park having some trouble getting through that Panther defense. That had been kind of leaky before, but right now Bethel Park content to pass the ball around, looking for the perfect shot. Bridget Bielig out beyond the three-point arc. Danielle McNabb turns into the Emily Muller defense, rattles off the rim, no good. Alex Genser comes down with a rebound. Gets it out to Megan McLean, and there Alex Genser into the lane, and looks like a personal foul on the floor. Let's see who that was called on. That was not done, number 10, Samantha Lodeman. That's her second personal foul. Seems to be some controversy here. See if they've got the right number listed. Bethel Park coach is questioning who the foul was actually on.
Correction, Bethel Park foul number 21, Danielle McNabb, her second, team third.
Bit of a correction. That's what all that controversy was about. The foul is actually on Danielle McNabb, her second, third team foul, not on Samantha Lodeman. Left hand up and off the rim by Megan McLean. Does not find net that time. Again, 1 minute to go first quarter here, and it's still a 17-6 Bethel Park lead. Kathy Poplawski out high looking for help. There's Samantha Lodeman. Substitution of the game, I missed that. Christy Brinkhoff, number 31, the seniors in the game. Danielle McNabb took a spot on the bench during that personal foul controversy. Bethel Park being very patient with the ball now, working it out beyond the timeline, looking for help down low. Not really finding any. Not really wanting it. It looks like they were content to let this clock run down. 26 seconds. Alex Genser, though, the presence of mind, caught Bridget Bielig looking the other way. And Alex Genser with the steal and coast to coast, her first bucket. First 2 points for Alex Genser. It's a 17-8 Bethel lead with the ball again. 13 seconds to go first quarter. Kathy Poplawski, that's Christy Brinkhoff with the ball out high. Back to Samantha Lodeman from about 16 feet. Drains it, rattles it through the rim. And in at the buzzer, Samantha Lodeman carrying the load, as it were, for the Bethel Parks in quarter number 1 with 4 buckets and 8 first quarter points. And real quickly here, just to quickly summarize what's going on here in the first quarter, it's a 19-8 Bethel Park lead with Samantha Lodeman leading the way with 8 first quarter points. Katie Kendall 5. Bridget Bielig, the junior 6-footer, in with 4, and Danielle McNabb, the freshman, with 1 bucket for 2 points. The only foul trouble on the Bethel Park Hawks seems to be Danielle McNabb with 2. Samantha Lodeman has 1. 3 team fouls. That's about it. For the Panthers, the scoring's been pretty well spread out. Alex Gensler, Alex Jaffe, Emily Muller, and Megan McLean, 4 of the 5 starters, each have a bucket. Each 2 points, everybody. And it's right now the Panthers trailing by 11 against what has been a pretty good shooting night for the Bethel Park Hawks. St. Clair's having trouble getting through the Hawk defense as well. They've got that man-to-man defense spread way out. Bothering the ball just as it crosses the timeline and keeping it there. There's 1 substitution on the floor. It's number 33, the senior center, Brittany Howie, is on the floor. And Alex Jaffe, the senior guard, has taken a spot on the bench. I imagine we'll see her again. Any substitutions? I don't see any substitutions for the Hawks. The same 5 they started, or they ended the quarter with. Samantha Lodeman with the ball. Bridget Bielig way out high. That's where you like to see her. Kathy Poplawski dribbles across the lane, back out to Bridget Bielig. Kathy Poplawski once again. The man-to-man defense of the Panthers now is pushing the Hawks out a little further than they might want to be, and that creates a turnover. The Christy Gaber defense. Alex Genser comes away with a steal and left-hand layup. Christy Gaber with 2, and all 5 Panthers starters have 1 bucket each. And it's a 19-10 Bethel Park lead. Christy Brinkoff way out high. Three-point attempt by Katie Kendall rattles in and out and into the hands of Megan McLean. Christy Gaber zipping the ball across the timeline. From long range, clatters off the rim, no good. Rebound. Kathy Poplowski from the Hawks. Samantha Loban brings it across the timeline. Finds Katie Kendall, the senior guard, for her second three-pointer of the night, and it's back to a 12-point Bethel Park lead at 22-10. Megan McLean, left side, looking for help. There's Alex against her beyond the three-point arc. Brittany Howie set a bit of a pick for her, and Alex Gensler slipped as she was headed down the lane. Her left foot gave way underneath her, slipped, touched the sideline or the end line, out of bounds, and the ball heads over to the Hawks.
Substitutions for St. Clair, number 20, Andrea Pion, number 10, Nora Fitzgerald.
Two substitutions for the Panthers. Junior forward number 20, Andrea Pion, is on the floor, as is senior guard number 10, Nora Fitzgerald. Number 33, Shannon Haggerty's on the floor for the Hawks. Looks like everybody's using liberal substitutions here. Keeping the troops fresh and seeing what can change here. So the Panthers can get the little scoring. Bridget Bielik down low against the Brittany Howie defense. Spin move, no good. Comes right back out to the three-point arc to Katie Kendall, who drains yet another three-pointer. 3 in the night for her. The lead is now 15 for the Hawks. 11 points in the night for Katie Kendall already. With 5:40 left in the second quarter, Andrea Pion out high. Megan McLean looking for help. Alex Gensler, the three-point try, goes in and stays in. Shame on me. I thought that one had a chance to rim out, but it did not. That's a nice looking pass underneath to Shannon Haggerty, and the sophomore has her first two of the night. 27-13, 14-point Hawk lead. Andrea Pion from the Brittany Howie pass, and Andrea Pion has her first two. 27-15, 12-point Bethel Park lead. Bridget Bielik way out high. It is a very tall team that Bethel Park fields, with 3 6-footers on that team. And there's Bridget Bielik way out beyond the three-point arc. Kathy Poplowski looking for some help. Bridget Bielik down low. Katie Kendall way out long again. Nope, doesn't take the shot that time. She's got 3 three-pointers already. Bridget Bielik with a rebound, comes right back out. High to Katie Kendall. Kathy Poplowski sort of trapped with the ball there. Nora Fitzgerald all over her. And sure enough, Nora Fitzgerald ties her up. The possession arrow belongs to the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Panthers could use a bucketer here to get this thing under double figures. It's a 12-point Hawk lead at 27-15, 4:24 left in the first half. Andrea Pion out high. Megan McLean against the pressure defense. Alex gets looking for help, drives down the lane, and it goes right to the hoop. It rattles off the rim, no good, and off Brittany Howie's hands and her hands. That loose ball dribbles out of bounds and heads over to the Bethel Park Hawks, where Katie Kendall will bring it in, and Samantha Lodeman will head for the timeline. 4 minutes left, halfway through quarter number 2. Kathy Poplowski heads to the hoop, and somebody touched that behind her. Couldn't see who it was, probably Megan McLean. But Alex Gensler, the last one to touch that, heads out of bounds across the end line, and Bethel Park brings that ball in under their own basket. Samantha Lodeman looking for a cutter, looking for help, and ends up finding Bridget Bielik way out beyond the three-point arc. Katie Kendall with the ball. Bridget Bielik once more, and the 2:33s we saw Shannon Haggerty got the inbounds pass, and 33 Brittany Howie for the Panthers called for her personal foul, her first third-team foul.
St. Clair foul number 33, Brittany Howie, her first, team third.
Once again, Samantha Lodeman looking for the inbounds. Heads away out long to Katie Kendall this time. Samantha Lodeman takes a cut to the basket. Nice 9-footer. Falls off the edge of the backboard, no good, and she got her own rebound, but stepped on the end line. That ball heads over to the Panthers. Megan McLean brings it in, and Nora Fitzgerald will head up court. 3:35 left in the first half. Brittany Howie out high. Alex against the right side. A good idea by Andrea Pine, but she got into the long arms of Bridget Bielik that time, and that ball was stolen away. Bethel heads the other way, and a grabbing foul by, let's see who that was. Nora Fitzgerald looks like she'll be tagged with that personal foul. That's her first fourth team foul. Shannon Haggerty bringing the ball in under the Bethel Park basket. Katie Kendall into the Upper St. Clair double team. Andrea Pine with a basket. I thought she got walloped there for a minute, but it ends up she took an extra step. And the traveling violation sends the ball right back to the Bethel Park Hawks for another shot onto the basket. This will be three, I think, right back to back. Katie Kendall with another three-point attempt that comes up short that time and out of bounds. No, not able to track down that rebound. Upper St. Clair Panthers will get the ball back with 3:10 to go in the first half. Nora Fitzgerald given the task to get that ball up into the defense and across the timeline. Megan McLean left side. Nora Fitzgerald from three, a little long off, rattles off the rim, no good. Samantha Lodeman comes down with a rebound into the St. Clair defense. Nora Fitzgerald had a look at it, but couldn't quite get it away from Samantha Lodeman. Bridget Bielik had a notion to go right to the bucket. She took the extra step. You don't see that called very often, but a lot of players take that. They shift that pivot foot before taking a drive, before putting that ball in play. Number 13 is on the floor for the Bethel Park Hawks. That's junior Erin Varley. The full court man-to-man put on now by the Hawks, handled easily by the Panthers. Nora Fitzgerald pretty much on her own, get the ball across the timeline. Megan McLean looking for a cutter. Not really finding one. Panthers being very patient with the ball. Now looking down. Those Alex Gensler down at the baseline from about 10 feet. Heads to the bucket for about an 8-footer. All clatters off the back of the rim. No good. Erin Varley with the rebound. Stolen away by Andrea Payan. Skips the pass across to Nora Fitzgerald. Brittany Howie out high, being pushed out of there by Shannon Haggerty. And that inbound, that pass headed for Andrea Payan, sails by her and out of bounds. And this score's been holding here at 27-15 for quite some time. It's still a 12-point Panther lead. Megan McLean actually stole the ball away. It was a live ball and passed it right back to Erin Varley. Probably a decent foul by Alex Gensler that time. The Bethel Park Hawks had the numbers ahead of 3 on one goal with Brittany Howie the only line of defense. And from behind, Alex Gensler put on the habeas corpus. That's her second personal foul, 5th team foul. Hawks with the ball. Katie Kendall brings it in. Erin Varley out near the timeline. Another long three-point attempt by Katie Kendall, rattles off the rim, no good. Andrea Pine with a rebound, stolen away right out of her hands by Kathy Poplawski. Heads right back out to the timeline. Bridget Bielik way out, too far from where she ought to be. Katie Kendall, another three-point attempt, clatters off the rim, no good. Brittany Howie with a rebound, finds Megan McLean, but Brittany Howie got clobbered on the way by Katie Kendall. I think we'll find that one is on. That's Katie Kendall's first, 4th team foul. Alex Gensler, number 2, the Upper St. Clair Junior, takes a seat on the bench, and senior Alex Jaffe's back on the floor. Samantha Lodeman checks back in. She'll be going in this time for Kathy Poplawski, who takes a first rest on the bench. And there's 1:35 left in the first half, and that score's still stuck on 27-15. Been that way for 4 or 5 minutes now. Andrea Payan at the free throw line. Goes up for a shot. Somebody grabbed an arm. That's Katie Kendall, 2 back-to-back foul. That's her second 15 foul. And Andrea Payan goes to the lane, free throw line, shooting 2. The first free throws of the night for either team. Drains the first one.
number 23, Kim Wilson, into the game for Bethel Park.
Substitution for the Bethel Park Hawks. That's number 23, Kim Wilson, the senior. And Katie Kendall takes a quick break here with 1:24 left in the first half. Second shot from the free throw. Second free throw for Andrea Payan. Drains that one through as well. 4 points on the night for Andrea. 2 for 2 from the line and 1 bucket. And it's a 10-point deficit for the Panthers. 27-17 Hawk lead. Bridget Bielik won't be shooting from out there. Erin Varley might, though. Samantha Lodeman. Bethel Park Hawks pretty content here to use up some time and be patient working that ball around, looking for the perfect shot. There it is, Erin Varley from 3, and she drains it through. Her first shot of the night, her first bucket of the night, and her first three-pointer of the night. And with 45 seconds left in the first half, it's 30-17. It's a 13-point Bethel Park lead. Alex Jaffe on her way to the bucket, gets grabbed from behind. I bet that's going to be Erin Varley, so she's in the scorebook on both ends.
Foul number 13, Erin Varley, her first, team 6.
6 team fouls now for the Hawks. Next one should give the Panthers a bonus, but there's not much time left to get that done. Only 36 seconds. Megan McLean down on the right side. Brittany Howie pushed out of the lane. Megan McLean finds Andrea Pine at the free throw line. Down to Brittany Howie, standing right down in the lane, and she sure enough gets a nice 3-footer to go. Brittany Howie's first points of the game. The scoring has been really spread out across the Panthers, and with an 11-point deficit, 30-19 with 12 seconds to go. Bethel Park probably is going to play for the last shot here. Well, not something like that almost happened. Andrea Pine almost had that ball stolen away. Kim Wilson, the senior, drains a three-pointer. And it was a three-point extravaganza for the Bethel Park Hawks in that second quarter, draining 4 of them. And we'll take a quick halftime break here with the score. The Bethel Park Hawks 33, the Upper St. Clair Panthers 19. Hang with us. We'll be right back. We are back. This is Kevin McGahey, and my cameraman, my videographer is Brendan Fowler. And we're back bringing you the third quarter, the second half it is, of the Bethel Park Blackhawks versus the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Here's a quick scoring summary of what happened in the first half. First of all, the Bethel Park Hawks have a 33-19 14-point lead at halftime due to some pretty awesome shooting by most of the Bethel Park Hawks, led by senior Katie Kendall, having drained 3-pointers, total of 11 points for her. Samantha Lodeman scored 8 in the first quarter, didn't see any more out of her in the second. It's 8 points for Samantha Lodeman. 2 field goals for the junior Bridget Bielik for 4 points. The senior Kim Wilson with 1 3-pointer for 3. Erin Varley with a 3-pointer for 3. Daniel McNabb, the 6-foot freshman, with 2, and the sophomore Shannon Haggerty also with 2. No serious foul trouble for the Bethel Park Hawks. Number 4, Katie Kendall with 2. Number 21, Daniel McNabb with 2. Samantha Lodeman with 1, and Erin Varley with 1. For the Panthers, the scoring's been a little tougher to come by against that tenacious Bethel Park defense. And the shots that the Panthers have gotten haven't been quite on the mark. But right now, Alex Gensler leads all. The scoring's been much more spread out for the Panthers. Alex Gensler, the junior, leads with 5. Andrea Payan, 1 field goal, 2 for 2 from the line for 4 points. And then Alex Jaffe, Christy Gaber, number 21, Emily Muller, number 33, Brittany Howie, and Megan McLean all in there with 2 points each. Again, no serious foul trouble for the Panthers. Alex Gensler with 2, Nora Fitzgerald, the senior guard, number 10 with 1, Christy Gaber with 1, and the senior center, Brittany Howie, also with 1 for 5 personal fouls. No serious trouble. Let's see how the Panthers and the Blackhawks come out of the locker rooms. This time looks like it's the exact same starting lineup for the Panthers they started the game with. With the sophomore center, number 21, Emily Muller, the 6'2" sophomore. The guards are, well, that's actually the 3-guard offense that Ernie Kuntz plays, with number 12, senior Christy Gaber, number 3, senior Alex Jaffe, number 40, junior Megan McLean, and Alex Gensler, the junior forward, is number 2. Bethel Park looks like they have the exact same starting 5 they originally came out with. Number 4, Katie Kendall, number 10, Samantha Lodeman, number 21, Daniel McNabb, the freshman, 22, Katie Poplawski, and Bridget Bielik, the junior, number 34, and the Hawks have the ball first to start the second half. There's Danielle McNabb headed down the lane toward the bucket, and somebody grabbed her arm. Who was it, Alex Gensler or Emily Muller? We'll find out in just a second here. Number 2, that's Alex Gensler.
St. Clair foul on number 2, Alex Gensler, her third.
That's her third personal and first team foul here with only 15 seconds gone in the second half. Danielle McNabb at the line shooting 2, the first free throws of the night for the Hawks, and clatters that one off the rim, no good. We'll see what happens with the second. Drains that one straight through. 3 points on the night for Danielle McNabb, and the Panthers get the ball, zipping it up the timeline on the left side. Megan McLean finds Alex Gensler on the left. Back out high to Megan McLean. Christy Gaver, the three-point specialist. Alex Jaffe up beyond the timeline. Headed toward the basket and grabbed from behind by Kathy Poplawski, and that turns out a held ball. Jump ball change of possession goes to the Panthers since the Bethel Park Hawks started the second half with it. Megan McLean on the inbounds. Out high, Christy Gaber, free for a three-pointer. Off the back of the rim, no good. A rebound comes off and, well, it came off to Danielle McNabb, but ends up with Samantha Lodeman. And the Hawks edge the ball across the timeline. Danielle McNabb way out high. Katie Kendall, a three-point shooter. Another one for Katie Kendall. That's 4 three-pointers on the night for Katie Kendall. Total of 14 points. And it's an 18-point Bethel Park lead at 37-19. Megan McLean down the lane, turns around, puts up sort of a wild shot, but off the glass and in. We'll take him any way we can get him, and that's 4 points on the night from Megan McLean. Danielle McNabb way out. Emily Muller on the defense. Katie Kendall on the right side. Samantha Lodeman left side. Bridget Bielik on the block. Back out to Samantha Lodeman for 3. Clatters off the rim, no good. But Danielle McNabb pushed off by Emily Muller. Came up with a rebound. Found Samantha Lodeman down low. And that ball just scoots out of bounds and belongs to the Panthers. Christy Gaber heads down the lane, finds Alex Gensler down on the left side. Alex Gensler puts up the little jumper off the nice assist from Christy Gaber. 7 points for Alex Gensler. Panthers cut the deficit a little bit. It's only back to 14 now, 37-23. Oh, they called a poke check by Christy Gaber going after the ball. That's Christy Gaber's second personal foul, team second of the second half. Bethel Park retains possession of the ball. Samantha Lodeman against the Megan McLean defense. Bridget Bielik working against Alex Gensler. Katie Kendall found Kathy Poplawski momentarily down low, and the ball, the Upper St. Clair came up with the ball and then lost it out of bounds, and it's back to the Hawks. Samantha Lodeman on the inbounds. Finds Katie Kendall beyond the three-point arc. Kathy Poplawski back to Samantha Lodeman. Bethel Park having some trouble against the Panthers. Man-to-man, and Christy Gaber touched that one, just like nicked a fingernail. Sailed long out of bounds. The ball stays with the Bethel Park Hawks. 5:37 left in the third quarter. 37-23, 14-point Blackhawk lead. Bridget Bielik comes up with the inbounds pass. Katie Kendall out beyond the three-point arc. Alex Jaffe with the defense. Bridget Bielik cut across the lane. Probably had a good set shot opportunity there and decided against it. Haven't looked at Emily Muller's long arms. Emily tagged with a personal foul that time too, trying to get to that pass over the back of Danielle McNabb. That is Emily Muller's first personal foul, third team foul. Floor foul again, and the Hawks continue with possession of the ball. Danielle McNabb out of the three-point arc. Elbows Christy Gaber in the chin. No call there. Three-point attempt by Kathy Poplawski. Rattles off the rim long. Alex Jaffe comes down with it, races it across the timeline, heads to the hoop, and knocked away by Katie Kendall. And the Panthers retain control. 5:06 left, third quarter. Megan McLean looking for an inbound. Some help. Emily Muller on the left side finds Alex Gensler on the block. Spin move to the left and with the left hand. Alex Gensler, 9 points now for Alex Gensler for this half already. Panthers back within 12. Christy Gaber on the defense against Samantha Lodeman. Danielle McNabb found down low. Emily Muller left her to help out somebody else. That left Danielle McNabb wide open. Danielle's second bucket of the night, 5 points. She's 1 for 2 from the line. And the steal also by Danielle McNabb. The Bethel Park Hawks on the run. Heads to the bucket off the rim, no good. And the rebound goes off the hands of the Bethel Park Hawks to the Panthers' possession. Andrea Payan, the junior forward, checks back in. Emily Muller, the sophomore center, takes a seat at the bench. I imagine that means Andrea will be playing the center position. Alex Jaffe on the left side, runs the ball across the timeline, finds Alex against the route high. Andrea Payan down low, spin move up and off the rim, front of the rim, no good. Samantha Lodeman comes down with a rebound and hits pretty much coast to coast, finds Bridget Bielik on the block down low. Comes up short. Rebound snatched away by Megan McLean along with Samantha Lodeman's arm. Samantha called for the personal foul. That is her first team foul this half. Panthers once again with the ball, trailing by 14, 39-25. Just under 4 minutes, just halfway in the third quarter. Alex Jaffe finds Alex Gensler, and Alex on the cut. What sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. Alex Jaffe on the attempt that time to drag the ball away. Oh, my mistake, sorry. Andrea Payan called for the personal foul. I thought that would have been Alex Jaffe. Andrea Payan called for her fourth Upper St. Clair team foul. And in that transition, the Bethel Park comes back out with the ball. It's like a pocket of high gravity over there on that side of the floor. The two girls just fell down. The ball edged out of bounds, and the Panthers get possession with one of these no harm, no foul things. Megan McLean will bring that ball in. Christy Gaber quickly across the timeline, heads for the bucket. Finds Andrea Payan down low on the left side, no good. Rebound, Alex Gensler put the ball back up, and Bethel Park foul on. Could have been one of two people. Let's find out which one they decide to call it on. Danielle McNabb tabbed with a foul. That's her second Bethel Park team foul, and Alex Gensler at the line for 2. No free throws yet tonight for Alex. Drains the first one through. Her 10th point. Substitution for the Hawks. Number 31 is Christy Brinkhoff. She's a senior. Danielle McNabb takes a seat on the bench for the time being. With those 3 personal fouls, Alex Gensler rattles that one off the rim, the backboard, and home. 11 points for Alex Gensler, and the Panthers hang around now. The lead still 12 points for the Hawks with 3:20 left. Third quarter, long-range three-point jumper by Samantha Lodeman. She had 2 defenders on her who just sort of parted ways, left her pretty much wide open. Andrea Payan with a jumper off the rim and off the backboard that time. Samantha Lodeman with the rebound. Finds Bridget Bielik on the block. Kathy Poplowski cutting to the basket, her first 2 of the night. And that lead is suddenly right back to 17 where it was earlier in the first half. 44-27 Bethel Park. Alex Gensler on the way to the bucket. I thought I heard a slap, but I'm sitting up here in the 14th row. What do I know? On the block, the Hawks come down with the ball. Samantha Lodeman once again. A left-handed dribble. Headed for the hoop. Into the Andrea Payan defense. Didn't seem to do any good. She put that up with the left. 13 points for Samantha Lodeman, and the Upper St. Clair Panthers call a timeout to try to calm down this rally. Panthers seemed to be fairly in control there for a while and kept that lead hanging around 12-14. But then the Bethel Park Hawks put on a quick few points just now to build that lead back up to 19. It's right now 46-27, 2:18 left in the third quarter. 14 points now for Katie Kendall. 13 for Samantha Lodeman. The scoring's pretty well spread out. Danielle McNabb also with 3 this quarter, total of 5. And Kathy Poplawski for her first bucket of the night with 2. The scoring for the Panthers has pretty much been handled by Alex Gensler with 6 this quarter and Megan McLean with 2. That defense that the Bethel Park Hawks have been slapping on the team has been really tough for the Panthers to get by. And they show that in the scoring. The Panthers scored 8 in the first quarter, 11 in the second, and only 8 here so far in the third with 2:18 left. Both teams have been playing this man-to-man defense all game long, but the shooting for the Bethel Park Hawks has been much better than what the Panthers have produced tonight. We'll see what Ernie Kuntz has got to get his troops in order here to stop the bleeding here, get us back to single digits. Megan McLean on the inbounds. Christy Gaber. Outband the time. Took her eye off the ball, but had the presence of mind to keep hold of it. Megan McLean. Alex Jaffe around the Erin Varley headed to the bucket. Andrea Pine from the baseline. There's that shooting again the Panthers have had some trouble with. Megan McLean, though, thought that she had a tough time collecting that, but once she did, put up a nice little layup from the left side. 6 points on the night for Megan McLean and Erin Varley. That ball touched the center line, touched the timeline. That's an over and back violation, and a turnover sends the ball to the Panthers with 1:47 left third quarter. 46-29, 17-point Bethel Park lead. Alex Gensler at the free throw line extended, heads down toward the bucket, puts it up long. Andrea Pine comes down with it though, up off the glass, no good. Alex Gensler with the offensive rebound, put right back it up, and personal foul is on. We'll find out here in just a second. Erin Varley, number 13, the junior, called for the personal foul. Her second third team foul. Alex Gensler at the line shooting 2. She was 2 for 2 earlier in the quarter. Drains that one right through. 3 for 3 in the night for Alex. And 12 points. Four for 4 from the line. 13 points on the night for Alex Gensler. Number 10, Samantha Lodeman checks back in. Katie Kendall, number 4 for the Hawks, takes a break. 1:33 left, third quarter. 15-point Bethel Park lead at 46-31. Erin Varley back to Kathy Poplawski outside the three-point arc. Double team defense by the Panthers results in a steal. Andrea Pine not really patient with that. Could have waited for help, but it turns out okay. Panthers take possession of the ball. Alex Gensler falling out of bounds. Looks like she was Christy Brinkhoff. Looks like she'll be called for that personal foul. Christy Brinkhoff's first of the night. 4th team foul. And for the first time we see sophomore Krista Krebs, number 12 in the game. Kathy Poplawski takes a seat on the bench. Alex Gensler down low off the Alex Jaffe inbounds inlet pass. Megan McLean with the left hand up and off the rim, no good. Alex gets another offensive rebound up and in, and suddenly the offensive rebounds off the misses have been working for the Panthers, resulting in getting us a few more shots, a few more attempts at the bucket. Back to 13, back to a 13-point deficit. Overpass that time. Alex Jaffe comes away with it, heads toward the hoop. The Panthers have the numbers. Megan McLean with the left hand. She's left-handed, and Megan McLean goes up for the 2-point bucket, and the Panthers have put together a little run of their own. 6 points in the quarter for Megan McLean, and it's an 11-point Bethel Park lead. Krista Krebs out high. There's Bridget Bielik at the free throw line extended, and she got happy feet. Shuffles those feet just a little bit, called for a traveling violation. Christy Brinkhoff takes a seat on the bench, and number 33 on the floor, Shannon Haggerty. I think it's the first time we've seen her this half. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. 46-35 Panther deficit, really. One more bucket from the Panthers brings that back in single digits, and it's a held ball. Possession arrow goes to the Bethel Park Hawks. I spoke a little bit too soon, trying to get that deficit into single digits. Did not work for the Panthers. They got the full court man-to-man on right now. Aaron Varley in the corner. Krista Krebs comes out with it, dribbles off her foot, but Aaron Varley ends up with it. One more traveling violation. Well, they are shuffling their feet. The refs are calling this both ways. It's just working against the Bethel Park Hawks right now, but when they're not going to put up with that feet shuffling. 10 seconds for the Panthers to do something with the ball here to see if they can't bring that deficit under 10 points. Megan McLean dribbling down the right side, turns around, puts one up and in. Sort of an iffy shot, but it works just before the buzzer. And that quarter, 2 scorers only. Alex Gensler with 10, Megan McLean with 8. To bring that lead, the deficit is only 9, 46-37 Bethel Park lead. We'll take a quick break and be right back for quarter number 4. Well, let's see if the Panthers can't get right back in this game. That last second awkward shot that went through by Megan McLean brings the Panthers back within 9 rather. It's the first time they've been this close since sometime in the first quarter. And the Panthers get the ball first in the fourth quarter. Megan McLean left side. Puts another one up and in. Wow. Another miracle shot by Megan. Edged that one over the front of the rim, and it's now the Panthers back within 7. It's 46-39. Fourth quarter just underway. Katie Kendall now out beyond the three-point arc. Tipped by Megan McLean. Samantha Lodeman with the ball. Kathy Poplawski against the Nora Fitzgerald defense. Crowd unhappy with the way things are going for the Hawks right now, but it looks like the Panthers might have put something together here. Let's find out. Katie Kendall, Bridget Bielik on the baseline. Clatters off the rim, no good, long, and the Megan McLean with the rebound for the Panthers. 7:15 to go in the game. Alex Jaffe out beyond the timeline and draws the foul, the grab from Samantha Lodeman. That's Samantha's third, 5 team fouls. And the Bethel Park Hawks have come a little bit unglued here. Let's see if they can't get it back together. Andrea Payan from the right side. Thought she might use the glass on that, but Andrea Payan, the junior, puts the ball right back in, and the Panthers have called back from a 19-point deficit that must have been only 4 game minutes ago into a 5-point situation here, and momentum is right now on the Panthers' side, where the Hawks controlled this game for the better part of 3 quarters. The Panthers have come roaring back here with what seemed to be awkward shots at first blush, but they're falling all of a sudden. That's something that the Panthers shooting was not doing in the first 3 quarters. They couldn't get it through the defense, and when they did, those shots just were not dropping. And suddenly some of the Bethel Park Hawks are in foul trouble. Samantha Lodeman with 3, Danielle McNabb with 3. 5 team fouls already. 2 more puts the Panthers in the bonus. Now let's see if the Panthers can't put on the clamping defense and hold down this fantastic shooting we saw from the Hawks in the first 3 quarters. 46-41 Bethel Park lead. Panthers have the full court man-to-man pressure on right now. Katie Kendall, Megan McLean almost with the steal. Oh, she had the steal and just stepped on the sideline. Had the anticipations. Megan had that one guessed right, but she slipped on the sideline, and it's Bethel Park another attempt at bringing that ball in against the full court man-to-man pressure. Right into the hands of Andrea Payan. 3-point attempt by Megan McLean off the rim, no good, and in the hands of Katie Kendall, who heads back this way, heads back to our left and across the timeline. Good attempt, maybe a little bit rushed by Megan that time. Danielle McNabb on her way to the bucket, gets around Andrea Payan, puts up the right-handed layup. Danielle McNabb, 7 points on the night for Danielle. Andrea Payan looking for help. Heads to the hoop. She'll draw a foul from Danielle McNabb, it looks like. Sure enough, and that's her 4th. 6 team fouls. Not a good situation for the Hawks. Andrea Payan at the line shooting 2. She was 2 for 2 in the first half. Clatters that one off the front of the rim and in. 3 for 3 on the night, and the Panthers are 7 for 7 from the free throw line. 7 points for Andrea. And same again, edges it across that rim and in. Panthers still within 5 at 48-43. Bethel Park Hawks lead with 6:20 left in the game. Samantha Lodeman finds Danielle McNabb down low. Nora Fitzgerald almost wrenches that ball away. But Danielle McNabb to the hoop, 9 points for Danielle. 50-43 Bethel Park lead. Megan McLean right side. Alex Jaffe out high. Alex Gensler from 15 feet drains it through. 17 points on the night for Alex Gensler. Panthers still back within 5, 50-45. A defensive stop would really help right now. But somebody reached in. Let's see who that foul is on. Megan McLean is saddled with that foul. It's her first personal, 5th team foul. Hawks have 6. Panthers with 5 team fouls this half. Panthers need a defensive stop right now. There's Katie Kendall. Kathy Poplawski outside the timeline. Samantha Lodeman with the left hand into Megan, turns right into the Megan McLean defense, but gets it over her. The double team finds Katie Kendall standing alone about 22 feet. Clatters off the rim, no good, but the rebound comes right into the hands of Kathy Poplawski and Danielle McNabb. The only Bethel Park scorer this quarter with now 11 points for Danielle McNabb. 7-point lead for the Hawks at 52-45. And the Panthers need a defensive stop in a big hurry. Andrea Payan standing wide open on the left side of the bucket. A lovely little assist by Nora Fitzgerald and Andrea Payan. 10 points on the night for Andrea. Keeps those Panthers hanging around at 5. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. Samantha Lodeman on her way to the bucket. A 10-foot jumper from the baseline. No good. Alex Gensler with a rebound. Over the back. Looks like Danielle McNabb got that ball over the back and hit the end line, and it's Panther ball. Now able to cut this lead to 3 with a bucket right now. That'd be a big help. Alex Jaffe finds Alex Gensler at the free throw line. Personal foul somewhere. Personal foul on Andrea Payan that time. Offensive foul, her second, 6th team foul. Next foul puts both teams in the bonus. They'll be shooting 1-1. Next team foul either way. Bridget Bielik out way high. Danielle McNabb edges back into the lane, turns around to the right side and off the rim, no good. Rescues that ball into the hands of Bridget Bielik. Katie Kendall way out along Alex Jaffe. Tough defense there. Nora Fitzgerald bothering Samantha Lodeman. Danielle McNabb comes down. It does not come down with the ball. She loses it, edges off her right hand and out of bounds. Ball comes back to the Panthers once again with a chance to cut this 5-point lead to 3. Alex Gensler fouled about 8 feet away from the basket to the right, turns around and off the glass, no good. Rebound Danielle McNabb. And Samantha Lodeman with the ball across the timeline for the Bethel Park Hawks toward the hoop. Alex Gensler on the defense. Takes about an 18-foot jumper and drains that through. Samantha Lodeman, her first points of the 4th quarter, 15 on the night. Alex Gensler across the timeline with 3:30 left to go in the game. Alex Jaffe with about a 10-foot jumper drains that one through, keeping the lead at 5. First scoring out of Alex Jaffe since early in the first quarter. 4 points on the night for Alex. 5-point Bethel lead at 54-49. 3:15 to go in the game. Double teaming defense by Andrea Payan results in a turnover. She should have been a little more patient with that. Andrea Payan is not a point guard. She probably should have held up and waited for help. Very good anticipation on the steal, but that's where you hold up and hand it off to a guard for the trip to the hoop. Substitution for Bethel. Shannon Haggerty comes back on the floor. She's number 33 and a sophomore. Danielle McNabb takes a spot on the bench. And Katie Kendall will be looking for some inbound help now on the full court. Upper St. Clair man-to-man pressure. Sort of soft man-to-man pressure that time. Just past the 3-minute mark. 3 to go in the game. Still a 5-point Bethel Park lead, 54-49. The double team. Samantha Loebman sends it back into the backcourt. Backcourt violation coming. Alex Jaffe picks it up, spins around, and personal foul probably on Katie Kendall. We'll see. That was my mistake. Number 22, Kathy Poplawski. That's her first, but it's the 7th team foul, and gives Alex Jaffe the one and bonus opportunity to see about cutting into this 5-point lead, and clatters it around and catches a lot of rim and through. Panthers perfect on the night from the free throw line, draining all 9 of their free throw attempts. 54-50. Drains them both. 10 for 10 on the night for the Panthers, and the Panthers are back within 3 after trailing by 19 pretty late in the third quarter. 2:50 to go in this game. Shannon Haggerty takes the seat on the bench. Danielle McNabb comes back and playing with 4 personal fouls. Full court man-to-man by the Panthers. Soft again, sort of waiting for a ball to come loose instead of trying to create it to come loose. Samantha Loebman trying to get the ball across the timeline against the Megan McLean defense. Andrea Payan with that anticipation again has the presence of mind this time to give the ball off to a guard. Megan McLean from the left, and Megan McLean with that layup brings the Panthers back within 1 at 54-53. Katie Kendall outside the timeline against the Alex Jaffe defense. The Hawks have gone ice cold here. Samantha Loebman with that one off the rim, no good, and off the Bethel Park hand, and the ball belongs to the Upper St. Clair Panthers, and the Hawks take a quick timeout, seeing what they can do to stem the tide here. First it was Bethel Park stretching out a couple of huge leads on the Panthers, and they've rattled back to within 1. Danielle McNabb and Samantha Loebman have handled all the scoring for the Bethel Park Hawks in this fourth quarter. 6 for Danielle McNabb, 1 for Samantha Loebman. Samantha leads all scores, at least for the Bethel Park Hawks, with 15. Spread out scoring again for the Panthers. Andrea Payan has 6 this quarter. Alex Jaffe 4, Megan McLean 4, and Alex Gensler 2. 17 points for Alex Gensler to lead all scorers in the game. And the Panthers could use a stop right now and get this ball back and see about catching this lead. Well, stop, sorry, we've got the ball with the opportunity to take the lead, with that rebound having rattled off the Bethel Park hands. Megan McLean against the full court pressure on Nora Fitzgerald down low, but there's Alex Jaffe at the timeline, bringing the ball across against the Bethel Park man-to-man defense. They played that all night long. We haven't seen a zone out of anybody all night long, just to get into 2 minutes now. Andrea Payan down low in the lane, puts it up. The turnaround jumper by Andrea Payan. The Panthers have grabbed the lead, have come back from a 19-point deficit to take a 55-54 lead with just under 2 minutes to go in the game. Samantha Loebman finds Danielle McNabb low, rattles it off the rim. Bridget Biela comes down with a rebound. Also off the rim, no good. Danielle McNabb up and into. Well, Alex Gensler is going to claim no guilt, but I think she's going to get tagged with that personal foul. That's her 4th. And now she's the first player in foul trouble for the Panthers. She's now got 4, 17 fouls for the Panthers. That takes, well, it'll put the Blackhawks in a future bonus situation. Right now it's 2 shots for Danielle McNabb. She drains the first one. She was 1 for 2 in the third quarter. 12 points on the night for Danielle. Tall tied up at 55 all right now. Drains the second one, and Bethel Park has scratched that lead back. Upper St. Clair with the ball. Alex Jaffe down the right side. Nora Fitzgerald over to Megan McLean, way on the left. Bethel has gone to that zone I was talking about just a minute ago. A long-range 3-point attempt by Andrea Payan finds nothing but air, and the rebound comes down in Samantha Loebman's hands. Kathy Poplawski on the left side, right side rather, on the right side again. She's got it back. Samantha Loebman way out high. 1:13 left, and Bethel has scratched that lead back at 56-55. Nora Fitzgerald, yeah, well, that's one way to think about getting the ball back. That's a personal foul on Nora Fitzgerald. That'll send Kathy Poplawski to the line for 1-1. That's Nora Fitzgerald's 2nd personal foul, team's 8th personal, team's 8th. The long-range specialist, Christy Gaber, number 12, the senior guard, has checked in for the Panthers. And Kathy Poplawski, shot comes off the rim, no good. Andrea Pion forced a pass. She could have been a little more patient with that ball. Timeout called by Bethel. Andrea Pion grabbed that rebound and in her haste thought she had Alex Jaffe and threw it right into one of the Bethel Park players' hands. Still a great shooting, a great fourth quarter for Andrea Pion. 8 points for her this quarter, total of 12 in the game. Megan McLean for this quarter for 14 total. Alex Jaffe 4 for a total of 6, and Alex Genser with the other 2 points this quarter, bringing her up to 17. The Panthers are a perfect 10 for 10 from the line tonight. That'll be kind of nice coming down the stretch in case there should be a personal foul coming up. This game is as close as the junior varsity game was here earlier tonight. The junior varsity game went into double overtime before Bethel Park prevailed in that one. A little bit of foul trouble. Danielle McNabb, number 21 for the Hawks, is in trouble with 4. Samantha Lodeman, number 10, has 3, but she's had those 3 for quite a while. Alex Gensler for the Panthers has 4. Nobody else is in any serious trouble at all. And all those players with foul trouble are on the floor right now. The Panthers start their same starting 5 except for Andrea Pion, number 20, who is on the floor in place of Emily Muller, who started the game at center. Bridget Bielik with the inbounds. Looking for help. There's Bridget way out long again. Samantha Lodeman against the Alex Genser, the triple team defense. And there's Danielle McNabb cutting toward the basket. And Danielle with her 10th point of the quarter. 15 on the night, and that lead is back to 3. The Panthers have got their work cut out for them with 42 seconds left. Alex Jaffe looking for help. No time to waste now. 35 seconds. Alex Jaffe to the hoop. Finds Andrea Pion temporarily. Alex Genser for 3. Off the glass, no good. Bridget Bielik with the rebound, and Andrea Pion with the foul over the back from behind to get this clock stopped. That foul is on Andrea Pion. That's her 3rd, 9th team foul, so they're still in the 1-and-1 bonus. Next foul for the Panthers puts Bethel in the 2-shot bonus. Right now, Bridget Bielik at the line, shooting 2. No free throws on the night so far yet for Bridget, and she drains that one right through. 4-point lead. Grabbed back by the Hawks at 59-55. Second free throw by Bridget Bielik. Up and swish straight through. Nice high arc on that 5-point deficit for the Panthers with 22 seconds to go. No time to waste now. You think they'd set a play for Christy Gaber from long range, but it ends up with Megan McLean off her shoulder, no good. And the personal is on Katie Kendall, it looks like, in the attempt to get that ball away from Megan McLean. That's Katie Kendall's 3rd personal foul. 8th team foul on the Hawks, and it'll be a 1-and-1 for Megan McLean. No free throw attempts on the night for Megan McLean, but 14 points otherwise. Drains the first one through on a swish. 11 for 11 on the night for the Panthers. Very bright spot for them. No misses from the free throw line, but they could use this and a 3-pointer. Swish straight through. Timeout called by Upper St. Clair, figuring out how to get 3 points out of 15 seconds. It's not impossible. It's not unheard of. It's been done before if they could get a quick inbound steal or a quick personal foul. The trouble there is this next personal foul for the Panthers are going to put them in the 2-shot bonus. That is, it won't be a make one, get one type of a situation. It's 2 shots for the Bethel Park Hawks if the Panthers should create another foul. I'm sure Ernie Kuntz is trying to come up with a great inbounds pass to steal that inbound, to steal it on the inbounds play. And the Hawks, of course, are trying to let this clock run out as fast as they can. Whoever gets it is likely to be fouled right away, should they be successful at the inbounds play. Danielle McNabb has carried the load here in this 4th quarter with 10 points for the Hawks, 4 field goals, 2 for 2 from the line. In the 4th quarter, Samantha Lodeman has 1 bucket, bringing her to 15 points. And Bridget Bielik with those 2 free throws we just saw. Concentrated scoring. Danielle McNabb, the 6-foot freshman, has had herself quite a game. 15 points for Danielle. Hawks still talking it over. Dawdling coming out of that timeout. 15 seconds to go in this contest. Bethel Park with a 3-point lead and the ball. It'll be Katie Kendall taking the ball out under the Bethel Park, well, under the St. Clair basket. They're headed the other way on the box play. Off Andrea Pion's rear end, right back to Katie Kendall. Smart play by Katie to inbound it off the backside of Andrea Pion. Gathers it up herself. Nora Fitzgerald called for the quick personal foul. That's her third, 10th team fouls, and Katie Kendall gets 2 free throws. No free throws on the night so far for Katie. Drains that one right through. 15 points tonight for Katie Kendall. Three Bethel Park players all tied at 15 tonight. And that lead is 4 for the Hawks at 61-57, back to 5. And Katie Kendall leads all scores with 16. Panthers need a quick 3-pointer here. Alex Jaffe on a quick run to the hoop and a quick timeout. So they're 9 seconds worse off than they were. 6.6 left in the game, a 3-point Panther deficit. Still amazing how they fought back from that 19-point hole they dug themselves in that third quarter to take almost take command here in the fourth quarter. They actually did get the lead. They got the 1-point lead at 55-54, and Bethel Park came back to grab that lead once more, made a couple of easy buckets, and that's where we stand right now at 62-59. And about the only person the Panthers can't afford to have foul somebody right now is Alex Gensler. She's the only one on the floor with 4. Andrea Pion with 3. Nora Fitzgerald with 3. And no fouls to give. This is the double bonus situation for the Hawks from here till the end of this 6.6-second game. In a perfect world, the Panthers would get a steal, a bucket, and a foul to try to tie this game up and send it into overtime in the 6.6 seconds they have left. It's been a terrific, well-matched contest. Both teams came in here undefeated, with the Panthers in here at 6-0. Bethel Park at 7-0. I'd like it to be us who leaves here undefeated. We shall find out quickly. Samantha Lodeman on the inbounds, fouled immediately by Megan McLean, so that gives Alex Gensler a breather. She's still on the floor. Samantha Lodeman also no free throws on the night. Pretty good free throw shooting for the Hawks as well. They are 7 for 8 tonight. And Samantha Loebner will be at the line shooting 2. Drains the first one. That leads back to 4. 63-59. Substitution, Danielle McNabb with 4 personal fouls. Will finish out the game on the floor. She's in there for rebounding. Clatters at the front of the rim. Andrea Pine with the rebound. Alex Jaffe with a 3-point attempt. Clatters off the rim. No good. And what turned out to be a very exciting, thrilling game. The visiting Bethel Park Hawks come away with a 63-59 victory, and they open up section play at 1-0. Panthers fall to 1-1, having beaten Baldwin last week and lose to Bethel Park tonight. We're glad you were with us. Brendan Fowler was my videographer. I'm Kevin McGahey. We'll see you later in the week when Wheeling Chantal comes to town. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next broadcast on Channel 7.